How's it going, folks? So, recently Shaun King made a purchase of a guard dog for about 40,000. And, little side note before I get started, I think most of us wish we had a tenth of that just to spend on a guard dog or even a firearm or something of that nature. Now, the reason why I'm covering this topic, by the way, is Shaun King's reaction to this. The fact of the matter is that Mr. King has been very critical of gun rights in the past, or Second Amendment in the past. And now, the reason why he's spent that money on the guard dog, as he says, is for protection because, New York and New Jersey just won't let him have a gun. Well, Shaun, that's common sense gun laws. Didn't you know? And even those gun laws, according to the gun controllers, aren't near as stringent enough. Didn't you know? I always love it when somebody sits there and says, well, we need more gun laws, we need more gun control, and then is shocked when they turn around and find out that they themselves can't buy a firearm or can't carry a firearm. You know, imagine that. Imagine shock. I'm not shocked. Guys like me, gun rights advocates like me, have said several times over, you don't want these gun laws. These gun laws do exactly that. They prevent you from owning a firearm. They prevent you from being able to carry a firearm. They restrict the type of firearm that you're allowed to own or allowed to carry. These are what these gun laws do. Now, I don't believe Shaun King would have the same sympathy, if anybody else was having trouble getting a firearm for their personal protection, because Shaun King doesn't care. Shaun King only cares about Shaun King. It's okay when Shaun King carries a pistol, but anybody else, it's just them compensating for a small penis, isn't it, Shaun? And that is it right there. This is the problem I have with a lot of people who sit there and say, well, we need stronger gun laws, up until the point where they want to carry a gun and realize they can't, or they want to buy a gun and realize they can't. It's like, okay, again, you guys got what you want. It just turned out to be not what you wanted at that particular time. So, this is again why I oppose all these stupid gun laws are being proposed. I don't want my state or the rest of the country to have New York or New Jersey style gun laws. I think our gun laws have gone way too far as is. It's time to start repealing many of them, if not all of them. But people like Shaun King don't have any principle. It's about them getting to carry a gun. To hell with everyone else. They think they're better than you. It's what it boils down to. Now, on the threats that Talcum X has been getting, well, let's face facts. First off, I don't buy that he's getting even half the threats he's claiming to get. This person has no problem with lying. This person has gone so far as to lie about something so simple as being black. And they still continue on with this lie. So when somebody has no problem with lying, I have a great deal of skepticism of anything they say at that point. And you should too. However, with the threats, I do believe that it is probable that he is getting some. He is a public figure. And getting some threats come with the grounds of being a public figure. You have to realize that in the United States, we have what, 330 million people. At least one of those people is probably going to make a threat to a public figure, you know. And in fact, at least several of those people are going to make threats at public figures. When you're known to a lot of different people, just your name and image, yeah, you're going to have some people that don't like you and are a bit stupid, quite frankly, and they're going to make those threats. I don't think that Shaun King is as big of an enemy to the white nationalist as he likes to think, or the white supremacist as he likes to think. I would figure the white nationalist and the white supremacist would sit there and look at this guy and say, "Hey, everybody, look, there really is a white genocide going on. You see, this guy, he's white, but he's so ashamed of being white, he pretends to be black." I would figure that would be what the white nationalists and the white supremacists are doing, is using people like Shaun King to bolster their case. Alas, I don't know. That's what I would think would be happening. As for the police and military snipers he claimed were giving him threats, well, I doubt most snipers would threaten somebody before they kill them. You know, it kind of goes against everything in their training doctrine, just about, you know, if they're an Army sniper or a Marine sniper anyway. Guys like that will just go ahead and do it. So, with the police, yeah, I don't know. I guess you may have one or two police officers that aren't that bright that are upset about some of the things that Shaun King is saying. So maybe one or two of them might have given Shaun King a threat. I don't know. But I just think that he's overhyped the threats he has been getting. I think if he got one threat, he would act as if he got 100 threats. And that's all I have on that. The two lessons to be learned from this is, one, if you want to carry, if you think you're ever going to need a firearm for personal protection in your life, don't simp for gun control. I can't believe I have to say this. Because, yeah, gun control leads you to not being able to own and carry a firearm for personal protection. Hence, New Jersey laws and New York laws. And the second lesson is, you know, you shouldn't cry wolf, because people have a tendency to not believe you after you cry wolf. And people shouldn't believe you after you constantly cry wolf and you constantly lie. There'd be something wrong with a person if you lied to them like 20 times and they still believed you. It's healthy to be skeptic of that. And one final lesson here I'm going to add on to this, and that is, we have a very unhealthy fixation on race in this country. We really do. You know, and I'm going to use Shaun King as my evidence. Why on earth would somebody go out of their way to pretend to be another race and just keep on sticking to that? Why on earth are we so fixated on race to the point where people make it their identity? They make it the summation of who they are. That is unhealthy. That is a sickness our country has. And quite frankly, I think it needs to stop. All right, I'm going to wrap this up here. Everybody knows they got the comment section. Y'all take her easy out there and have a great day.